I won't do it. I won't. Yes, you will.
You're now listening to the All the Good Names Were Gone podcast.
What?
Hosted by Maddie with Colby and Fost.
Brace yourself. Here they are.
Turn it up.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here. I decided to make the choice in going to the bathroom first before recording the episode. That way I wouldn't give myself a fucking code brown like last time, which I don't know what that is in medical terminology, but I'll guarantee you it has something to do with shitting yourself while making a YouTube video. So, you know, welcome back to Let's Play some more Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Last time, we got ourselves into a pretty precarious situation where, you know, I literally damn pert near almost shit myself whilst filming, and that would have been really bad. But the best part is, I didn't. And we also went into the second dungeon of the game. We were able to get the second pendant. We're en route to go grab the third one, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. But we got to stop in here first, because I think that there's a man in here. Yes, him and his Santa Claus beard and kinda sorta Dragon Ball Z looking clothes and his weird goalpost looking ears. They're very angular. It's very distressful to look at. Your trial in the desert has made you stronger. The blood of the hero must be in your veins. Thanks, man. I really needed to hear that today. Also, what's up with these pedestals, man? They like, the textures on them are weird. Like, the bottom half of it looks like a basketball. You can see, like, the two kind of curvy lines and the one going through the middle of it. Kind of looks like a basketball to me. And then the top of those things, they all look like demon heads. It's very strange. And there's a bottom of a wall right there. I knew there had to be more to this room than just a guy gyrating in the corner over there telling me something I didn't necessarily need to hear. Ooh, what have we here? Could it be a heart container? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah! Alright. Lucky number 11, all things are good. Alright guys, well, I actually have something that I want to talk with you guys about tonight. And I was actually going to do it last night in my Pokemon Blue episode, but I totally dropped the ball on that and I forgot to do it. But that episode was awesome anyways, so, you know, we caught Snorlax and everything was fucking cool. So we're going to do it right here tonight. And let me assure you of this one thing right now. It's not going to be anything bad, so don't worry about that. It's actually not going to, you know, really affect anything at a base level in terms of how I create content and upload things on this channel. So don't worry about that. It's not like I'm, you know, calling the whole thing off or something. But I do like to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on, both in my personal life and with the channel itself. And so I do have some news with that. And so as we literally travel all the way across the world to go get that red pendant, we're going to talk about it a little bit. But before we do that, let's go down in here, because now that we have that crazy Titan's mitt, we can somehow pick this entire thing up, despite the fact that we're literally only wearing one of them. So we're kind of like a golfer in that situation, where we're just wearing one glove. Or Michael Jackson. And we're going to come in here and we're going to get a whole bunch of rupees while he sits there and just stares at us. He's just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I let you come into my cave and you start stealing my money. You're a dick. And now I'm going to give you a hint. Check out the cave east of Lake Hylia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Which, I mean, you're right. There totally is something strange and wonderful over there. We're not going to do it right now. I assure you, it is a very important place to travel, but we're not doing it now, because it's not important for us at this particular juncture. So, anywho, for those of you that have been hanging around on this channel for quite a while now, you guys will remember back in, I think it was like June, July, maybe August of 2013, I had actually signed on with a third-party network. And it was going to be a thing that was going to, you know, really help me build my channel, build my brand, you know, help expose, you know, my content to other creators for potential, you know, cooperative things, and really just kind of help build my viewer base and really kind of help me, you know, generate some more money for myself, because that's one thing that I would love for this to be. You know, money is a very tight thing for me right now. And not only that, I would love for the content that I create to be able to become a nice, significant, you know, source of income for myself. I think that'd be really cool in tandem with my actual full-time job, instead of just being kind of a little, you know, tiny extra, you know, little deal on the side. I would love for this to become, you know, all in all, I'd love for it to be a full-time job. Is it going to be that? You know, that remains to be seen. Who knows? And so, you know, I signed on with this network for quite a while, and my channel has most certainly grown since then. But the one thing that hasn't necessarily changed much is the actual money that I'm making. And part of the reason for that, even though I have gained more subscribers, part of the reason why I'm not making any extra, and I'm actually, realistically, I'm making less, is because of the percentage of my you know, income that the network takes, and that's totally fine. Like, I don't really have a problem with them, you know, taking the portion up for themselves, because, you know, you got to make your money too, and that's fine. But I started actually like crunching numbers a little bit more, and I realized really how much I'm losing. And that was something that kind of took me by surprise a little bit, because one thing that YouTube does is, where's the witch's house is somewhere else, I think. Yeah, it's down there. I'm not going to really bother with it right now. I was going to go get that magic powder, because I don't have it yet, and I think I went and gave her the stuff to get me that. I don't know, I'm spinning the tires, going a million miles an hour right now in my head. But yeah, so I noticed, because one thing that you can do is, you know, if you're part of YouTube's, you know, AdSense program, which I am, I have been for quite a while now. They give you, you know, they give you projections of what your income per month is going to be, based off of, you know, views and you know, clicks on ads and so on and so forth. And I think that, you know, likes and subscriptions and all these other, and comments all play a part in it. I don't know who you are, but if you're going to go up to the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp, so, well, that's it. He's like, I feel like that's a pretty self-explanatory thing. If I lost my lamp and I gotta go through a cave, well, I think you can get the rest. Watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Could you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Dude, if this guy keeps on talking, I'm gonna give him a golden shower if he doesn't shut the hell up. I mean, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna, like, punch him right in the stomach, and he's gonna, like, go down to his knees, and then while he does that, I'm just gonna pee all over his face, and then we'll see who's still talking at the end of it. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who's your age, so, you wanna get up in that, or what? He's a dirty grandpa. He's like, I've been trying to get her to get up in that type of thing with a man for a long time, even though she's only 12. Oh my god, this is going the wrong direction. I need to stop. Okay. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be part of the wizard's plot. I'm gonna go to hell, I just know it. I'm sure he's trying to somehow use the power of the descendants of the wise men. Alright, well, I think that not only do I need to be killed, but that old man needs to be killed for making comments such as that. It's very, very horrible. Underage or sex at a young age like that is not cool, and, yeah. I mean, you do what you gotta do. The missing maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. These are dangerous times. I talked too much. You did talk too much, and you made me talk too much for you, you old piece of garbage. Just leave me alone. Take this magic Myroar, and just never talk to me again. And we'll, yeah, I'm gonna go in here and never come out. Oh god. So yeah, so basically, what I have noticed once I started crunching numbers and looking at all of it, I noticed that my projections were one thing, and what I was actually making from network on a monthly basis was actually only about half that, which I found to be rather startling, and I never really looked at it intently until, you know, just within the last month. And so, after, you know, consulting with a couple of people whose opinions I really trust in terms of stuff like this, I decided to make the decision of leaving my network, and I'm actually going to return as an independent YouTuber again. And I am really excited for that. Don't get me wrong, I loved the people at the network that I was part of. They were really, really nice people. They were always, very gracious and helpful whenever I needed it. And so I'm not leaving them because I don't like them. And they were great, great people. But at this point, I don't want you guys to I don't want you guys to take this as, oh, Adam's selling out, he only wants to do this stuff because of money and nothing else. It is absolutely not that. I adore making content more than just about anything else. But one thing I do really want to do is I would love to make more income out of this, and this is definitely the best way to do it. I think in certain situations, being with a network is great, but I think for me at this point, I think the higher I can generate much higher revenue if I, just decided to do this alone, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, who are you, Mr. Bunny? This world is like the real world, but evil has twisted it, in a sense. The golden power is what changed your shape to reflect what is in your heart and mind. For me, I turn into a pink ball because I'm a pussy. I'm always changing my mind, so I turn into a ball, which doesn't really make any sense, but whatever. But if you have a ball called the Moon Pearl, you can keep your original shape here. This other guy's like, what do you want? You have something to say to me, silly rabbit? Besides, tricks are for kids? Can't tell you how many times I've heard that one. It's getting old. I came here to get the power of gold, but now I'm a freak and I can't go back to the real world. If I only had the Moon Pearl from the Tower of Hera, I could go back to my original shape. I've got good reason to be stressed out, so back off. Shoo-shoo. I'm trying to catch this thing and kick him off the thing and kill him. I'm just so mad I don't even know what to do with myself anymore. So yeah, man, I'm really excited about this whole thing. I mean, for the majority of my career anyway, or actually, well, not the majority, but for about half of my career anyways, I was an independent, and I really loved it that way. I mean, it's not like, my network had certain rules that I needed to abide by, otherwise they'd cut me. I mean, they're really lenient about that sort of thing. But, again, it's just a thing that I'm at a spot right now where I really would love to, do what I can, use the skills that I have learned under having, being part of a network, and integrate that into something that will help me, generate more money for myself on this channel. And so that's basically what I wanted to, convey to you guys is I made a big decision, and it's one that's not going to affect the way I create content, but it will, be something that's going to potentially help me, bring in more money for myself and be able to, have more flexibility to go out and buy more games and be able to do, bigger and better things on this channel. Because with the more money that I can bring in, the better material that I'm going to be able to make. So I'm going to be able to get some new equipment. I am in the market of going to buy a new microphone yet again. Not because the one I have isn't working, but I do want to get a better quality one, and I think that I can do that with a little bit more revenue. One thing I'm going to miss about this network, though, by leaving it like this, is also known as the root beer guy. I have some advice. In the dungeons, you can gaze into the magic mirror to return to the entrance at any time. Don't forget this. It's very valuable. It'll put you one step closer to being able to go out and buy me a 6-pack of root beer. So, just in case you ever wanted to do that. I'm running low again. I know you just went and got me some, but, I mean, I drink very quickly. I do. I have to pee. I gotta go. See you later. But yeah, the one thing I'm gonna miss about these guys is actually the payment structure. Because with those guys, regardless of what I was making, like, even if I made, like $1, at the end of the month, they would pay me that $1, and it would go straight to my PayPal account. With YouTube, the way that their AdSense program is built, they will only, pay out once you hit a certain monetary value. And I believe, if I remember correctly, it's $100. So, say I was making, 33 bucks a month, I wouldn't actually be able to tangibly get paid by YouTube for approximately 3 months. And that's a little bit of a bummer. At least, I was making consistent money with my network, but it was significantly less money. So I think that taking the hit in getting paid less often but more money is going to be better overall than less money more often. So it's just a little bit of a thing that I've been thinking about, So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I just it's been a very, very rough few months for me financially, and I've just been trying to think up some different avenues that are going to help me out in kind of reversing the curse, if you will, for that. And this is definitely one big step. Another big step is definitely the podcast that I started up with my friend Matt and Colby. We've actually been doing really well in that so far, and we're also looking to make that into something that could potentially be a good generator of income. And not to mention, we're having a blast with it. So for those of you that have been seeing those little intro videos that I've been putting at the start of these videos, that's definitely what that's all about. We're having a blast with it, man. It's really cool. I kind of always wanted to be part of one of those, but never really had the opportunity until this came up. So it's pretty nifty. I'm really having a good time with all of it. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of let you guys in on that whole thing that's been going on. I hope you guys will definitely still continue sticking around. Like I said, it's definitely not going to affect anything significantly in terms of what I'm actually doing. It's just affecting the way that that my payment structure works for said thing. So that's really all it is. So, at least we were able to make it up here. For a few minutes, early on in this episode, I wasn't sure that I was going to remember how to get up here, but it looked like my memory, pulled through pretty well in that situation. And we'll go back into this one area, and we will rock you. What the hell? Why did that happen? There's literally no reason for that to have happened. Okay. I need to throw a bomb, probably. Or just go back down here, I guess, and hit the old switcherooski. There he is. Okay, yeah, we're gonna hit this thing so that we can go use the old big key. Oh no, you don't! I'm not having it! It's such a weird defense system, by the way. He won't expect this. I'm gonna make the tiles come up out of the floor. He'll never expect it. It's just it's the craziest defense that it was ever built. Who needs the 76 Pittsburgh defense, or the Purple People Eaters from Minnesota, or even this and that and the other, when you can have flying tiles? Oh yeah. Alright guys, well I think we're going to stop right here, because when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, we have a boss fight that's looming just a few rooms away. So that's going to be pretty exciting, and then we will have everything that we need to go grab the Master Sword out of the ground, and then go be a squire and eventually win the tournament that will help you be the King of England and whatnot. So there you have it. Anywho, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching and listening to me talking about, business matters and whatnot for almost 20 minutes. So, yeah, you guys, I love you guys. You guys have always been so great to me. Thank you for all of the, years of continued support and helping this channel grow, while ever so slowly, still doing it anyways. You guys are the greatest. I love you all. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.